Good morning. I hope you had a good night's rest last night and looking forward to the day ahead. God's given us another opportunity to make a difference. Continue going through the book of James, and I've said so many times that James is the most practical book on how to live the Christian life because it puts it into everyday terminology and things that we can understand. And in James chapter 1, we see a verse that gives us practical advice to really stay out of trouble. To stay out of a lot of trouble. And it is, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, and slow to wrath or slow to anger. And if we would take and practice this, we would probably have a whole lot less trouble in our lives than what we have today. Notice what he says, be swift to hear, be ready to listen. You know, listening takes effort. We're so ready to speak and make our point that many times we don't even listen. I remember a conversation I had when I was in my early 30s. And there was a man, he was not arguing, but discussing a theological point. The whole time he was discussing it, I was thinking about my next response. Instead of listening to him, I was calculating what I was going to say back. And sometimes this is exactly what we do. We're thinking about what I'm going to say rather than listening to the person and what the person has to say. We need to learn to listen. We need to develop the habit of listening. Then he says we need to be slow to speak. And what I think he means by being slow to speak, we need to weigh our words. Because death and life are in the power of the tongue. We have the power to build people up or to destroy people. We have power to encourage them or discourage them. We need to weigh our words. Before we speak, we need to think about what we are saying. Let's be slow to speak. Let's weigh our words. And let's, as Paul says, let's let our speech be grace seasoned with salt. And then he says slow to wrath or slow to anger. Don't fly off the handle. Don't get mad so quick. But take time. Listen. Don't get angry. Be patient. Be very patient. Old boss of mine, he had a poster behind his desk. And it showed a man, it was a cartoon poster, and it showed a man sitting behind the desk. And above it says, please be patient with me because I'm trying to be patient with you. Let's learn to be patient. Let's learn to listen, to weigh our words, and to be patient and long-suffering with others. Because when we realize it, they're being patient and long-suffering with us. And if we'll put this into practice, it will save us a lot of heartache, a lot of pain. The most trouble I've gotten into in my life is because I did not listen and I said something too quick and I said it in anger and it hurt. Let's be slow to speak, swift to hear, and slow to anger. I hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great weekend. And don't forget this Sunday is a day we set aside to worship the Lord. Let's be in God's house worshiping the Lord because of all that He has done for us. And I'll see you on Monday.